All right, guys, spring's finally here in Ontario. Winter's almost gone. We got a bit of snow left over. It's April 6th. This is actually the first moderately warm day we've had where I can actually test out the casting performance of the new Shimano SLX. So last year I had the opportunity to go fish it. It was great performing skipping docks and pitching and flipping and doing some minor casting. But I want to see the distance, because the big thing about this reel is it's got the latest VBS variable braking system in it. And I've been comparing the way it fishes a lot to the old Corrado E7s and E5s and the Chronarch E7s and E5s. So I want to see if its casting performance lives up to what I think it should. So we're going to do this right out of the box. We're going to come out of it. The way this reel comes from the factory is going to have 3 brakes in the locked upward position and 3 that are down, and you want them even. You see how the 3 locked are in a triangle and the 3 flat are in a triangle. Okay, so very, very simple system. Keep them even. Spool tension we'll check. Good. And I'm throwing a 1/2 ounce swim jig. Okay, nothing fancy, something all of us throw. And I've got this reel spooled up with 30-pound Super8Slick V2, the new Power Pro. So let's see how this thing does. We'll measure it, and I'm going to reduce brakes as we go along each cast and see if we're going to get more distance and how it performs. So this is the first cast with a 1/2 ounce. You might want to step back a bit because I don't want to hit you in the head with a jig. All right, first cast. So we're not going to touch anything, no backlash, very easy. Had barely any thumb on it. So let's reset the counter, flip that into the lock position. All right. So this is a 1/2 ounce swim jig on 30-pound Power Pro. Here comes the jig, and it's there. Okay, so what do we got? 120 feet, so not bad. 1/2 ounce jig, 120 feet, that's what? Just over 100 yards. So let's see what we do. We're gonna reduce a brake, so I'm gonna pop this out of here, spin this around, reset it to 0. So when you set your brakes from 3 to 2, the one thing you wanna do is make sure they're even. I like to do them even. So what I do is these 3 are locked on, so I'm gonna pop one off here. So I've got off, off, and then I click on the rest. So they're not working. So these are my only 2 working ones, but you notice how I make them even. The locked ones are opposite each other, the open ones are opposite each other. All right, same jig, haven't touched the spool tension. Again, no issue with backlash. I didn't even put my thumb on that. So no thumb at all on a 1/2 ounce swim jig, and not even the thought of a backlash. So that's pretty impressive. So let's lock this up. You can see it's on 0. Okay, I'll keep this like this for you. You'll also notice when you're using this reel, it feels incredibly solid with the aluminum body. Oh, of course you did. So we probably lost a couple feet there, but now, do we remember what our first one was? 119, I believe. I think the first one was 119, so we're 133 when we took an extra brake off. So not bad. We've gained 13 or 14 feet on the cast. So let's go one more down. So we're going to go to 1 brake on. So you can see here, these are click, 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 and 1 of them. Only 1 is open. Okay, so typically this is usually a tough system. With the old sliding pin system, dropping down to 1 was a bit of a handful to cast. We'll see how the SLX VBS system works on that. So haven't touched the spool tension, same bait. Actually phenomenal. Wow. Not even a hint of backlashing. So we're 132. You can see we're reset to 0 here. So I think you can do that to it.
Because it doesn't like, oh, there it goes.
All right, let's see what we got. So we're looking to beat 132 with 1 brake. It does really suck reeling a jig in across grass, by the way. Here comes the jig, right there. So let's see what we got. 167 feet with a 1/2 ounce jig, 1 brake on. I don't know if I should go as far as to take all the brakes off, but I'll tell you this. With 3 brakes on and 3 off on this reel, it's pretty hard to backlash it. And I can imagine if you're a new baitcast user, put 4 on, or 4 of them so they're flat and 2 that are clicked up. That'll give you even more control. It'd almost be impossible to backlash this new SLX. With 2 off and 4 of them locked up so that you're getting more casting distance, it performed good, but it casts incredibly different when you have just the one, and I didn't even have a scare with a backlash. We'll give it a try. It might end up in a backlash. We'll see if we can throw with all of them off. So you can see here, click that last one up. So all 6 of the pins are clicked upwards, which means they're not going to flop back and forth with centrifugal force. All right, take it out of there, reset that. New. So, word of advice, do not take all the brakes off, but you can cast it really comfortably with one. So that's a huge thing compared to the old E7 Corrados, E5 Corrados, E7 and E5 Chronarchs. I was always riding the fine edge when I put only one brake on with those type of reels with that old VBS system. The new Shimano SLX with the newest VBS system is an incredible caster. So for 99 bucks US, 139 Canadian, this is one heck of a reel.